welcome back to my channel, and for those who are new, welcome to my channel. And it's hard to believe if I hold this camera up, everything is quiet and calm. The sky is just a gray, it's cold, but within about 3 hours we are supposed to be inundated with Winter Storm Keenan, and for us we are under a blizzard warning. So this will be Teddy Bear's first blizzard. It's really important when you have horses, when you're expecting a storm like this, horses keep warm by digesting food. And the idea is you want to keep hay in front of your horses at all times if it's going to be bitter cold, especially when we leave them out where they can just run into shelter as they please. And as they digest the hay, it generates heat, and that's what keeps them warm. So we are going to stock up our horses with quite a bit of hay. And a problem that you run into when it's this cold is your water troughs freezing over. So we are going to be doing one method of keeping the water from freezing entirely over, where you take a jug or a plastic bottle and you put 1 or 2 inches of salt in it and add about half of that jug or container. You add the water and you mix it up and you set it in the water trough. And what that does, of course, the very strongly concentrated salt water doesn't freeze as quickly as the water in the water trough. And so, and of course the horses they're curious and they like to play, so they'll kind of push it and bob it around with their noses many times. And so as they're pushing it around, it keeps the ice from forming there, but more importantly, that salt water will not freeze like the water in the water trough. And so you will have a little bit of water that's not frozen right around the bottle, enough that the horses can sip and get a drink. Even if you have snow, horses could never ever eat enough snow to compensate for the water that they need to drink. The water also keeps them warm in the winter. And I am going to pause this video, and my husband is going to demonstrate how we put the bottle of water. We'll do it with one of our water troughs. We'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So what you want to do, you want to put about 1 or 2 inches of salt into a bottle. This is an empty 7-Up bottle. So you fill that up with about 1 or 2 inches of salt first, and it can be just plain table salt, whatever you have, rock salt, whatever you have available. And then you want to add water. You want to fill the bottle about half full. You want to have an airspace in the bottle. So you fill it up about halfway. And it is cold out here tonight. And then you want to add the lid to it. And give it a good shake. And then you want to set it in the water trough. Set it upright. And now that will float around. Of course, the horse will probably play around with it, which will keep the ice from forming. And also, more importantly, the salt water in the bottle will keep it from freezing right around the bottle, and it will give a little space where the horses can drink from it. Hello again. This is looking out of one of the windows of our house. And as you can see, the blizzard is over. And it's cold, it's windy, some snow flurries here and there. And in a minute, my husband is going to check in on the horses and get some footage of how our horse troughs made out with our bottles of salt water in them. It wasn't quite as cold as we thought it would get last night. It was down, I guess, to about 24. Tonight it's supposed to go down to 9. And my husband offered to do this for me. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather and really don't want to go out in the bitter cold right now. And he's going to also try to get some footage of the horses out in the big front pasture in the deep snow. We got about just under 1 foot of snow. So I am very curious to find out how our water troughs made out.
Okay, it looks like there's a little crack in it. Let's see, he was just drinking from it. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It did keep the water available. worked. How about that? Isn't that amazing? And it's in the teens right now, I think. 20 degrees, 22 degrees, something like that. And look at that. Okay. All right. I'll clean the ice out and start it over again for tonight. And the jug is still got liquid in it. Hey. You guys want to go run a little in the front? Come on, let's go.